Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Matrix 101 webinar. I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. My name is Robert Rodriguez, and I will be conducting today's webinar, which will last about 1 hour. And right after our 101 webinar at 11 o'clock, we will be continuing with the 201 class, which is the first two legs of the Matrix series. This is your basic MLS training. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Please ask questions via chat and stay tuned after the class. I will be answering all of your questions. And we are recording this session and we will be placing it inside of our YouTube pages, which is Miami Trainers. That's again, Miami Trainers at YouTube, or even inside of our Facebook pages. If you follow us, you'll see the recordings posted later this afternoon. Let's go ahead and get started. This is, of course, our MLS that we use here in Miami Association Realtors, and we all know that we log in through MiamiRealtors.com by clicking on your Miami Gateway, and then you will find Matrix, CoreLogic Matrix right over here, and we'll get you right inside of our Matrix MLS session. Now, off to the right, you're going to notice a little help. And when we click on help, you have all the different ways that you can receive online help through Matrix. You have questions on data input forms. Well, there they are. You also have training guides, which you may download. You have video tutorials such as the one you're watching right now inside of Matrix Video Tutorials. Now, if you need access to a tech support number, you're going to click on Matrix Support, and you will find inside of the support link right here a toll-free number, and they are available Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m., and on Saturdays and Sundays with the hours posted. If you're not wishing to, call them, you can always use the live chat session and speak to an agent online. You have a Q&A for searching, and you also have one for speed bar, emailing, CMA, reverse prospecting. Down here, you have area maps and the list of the municipality codes which are available to you. All right, so that's your help section. We're going to go ahead and click on home and quickly review what we have up here, the menu items, starting with search. This, of course, is where we're going to go ahead and conduct our searches. We have RE1 and RE2. These are single family home and condos. Residential income, those are your duplex, triplex, and fourplex properties. Your residential land, this is anything that is a vacant lot or any boat docks or boat slips that are available on the MLS will be found under residential land. We have residential rental. This is anything for rent that is a residential property like a single family home, condo, or a townhome. Under CLD, which is commercial land, usually we'll find all the properties that are vacant lots for commercial use listed under CLD. And then we have commercial, and this is anything for sale or for lease that's considered a commercial property, should be found under COM, which is improved commercial. For business opportunities, you'll find it right here. That's any business for sale, such as a liquor store or a nail salon, or a child care facility, business, we can go ahead and find them under business opportunity. The cross-property search allows us to mix and match the different property types and conduct it in one quick search. You have agent search, and then you also have office search, and if you hit more, you also have what's called the open house search, which will be down here, open house search. All right, so that would be your searching item up here. We have stats, which is covered in the 201 session, so stay tuned for that one. My Matrix is usually where we'll find everything that belongs to us, like our contacts, all of our automatic emails that we set up for our customers. We have our saved searches, all our sent emails. Every CMA we conduct inside of Matrix will be found under My Matrix, My CMAs. My information, my listings, and settings. We'll visit My Matrix shortly to set up a few things. So let's go here and look at Realist. This is one of our tax roles. And then IMAP is another one of our tax record programs. We have individual classes for realists and for IMAP if you wish to sign up and learn about using these wonderful programs. Links, finance tools like mortgage calculators and seller net sheets are located under finance. And those of us that enter listings, we have an add edit feature right here where we can add and edit our own listings. Let's go ahead and go back to home, and let's take a look at our home page. Our home page is consists of shortcuts. These are all shortcuts that you guys can set up and basically place in your desired location. You can move these shortcuts simply by clicking and dragging to one section, and then you're moving it and rearranging your shortcuts however you wish. If you don't want to see one of your shortcuts, you simply click on the little X on the upper right corner, and it gets hidden in a folder called Additional. If you notice my screen, I have several items inside of our Additional folder, and if you want to drag something out, you basically click and drag, and it's back out again. So that's how you rearrange or arrange your home page. Hopefully you found that useful. Now let's go into My Matrix, and let's begin simply by setting up our information and making sure it's correct. So we're going to go to My Matrix, My Information, and let's get you set up here. If there's anything that you like to change from here and the system allows you to change it, then go ahead and change it. So for example, our first name, we're able to override our first name and sort of use another name and basically change it. And if you like to use a nickname, then you have also a nickname option right here where you can override your nickname. And your last name, that's one thing you cannot change. If you change your last name legally, we are going to verify that with DUPR, and then we'll change it for you. You just need to give us a call and let us know that you're changing your last name. Your email address, that's one other thing that you guys can come over here and you can change by clicking on Override and then changing your email address. Your phone number would be the same thing, public number. You're going to override this, and then you're going to change your public number. Now, every change that you do make here is only change inside of Matrix. So if you want a system-wide change, please give us a phone call and let us know that you wish to change your email address or your phone number. We'll change this for you. Title of employment, folks, you guys are realtor associates or realtors or some of your brokers. Go ahead and fill in your title. Down here you have the office or agency that you currently work with. That's one thing you cannot change from your end. You need to call us and let us know that you have moved offices, and we'll change this for you. If the information here is incorrect, please call us again and let us know the information is correct, and we'll correct it for you. Underneath you have some lines where you can fill in things like a slogan or your website, and make sure that you put in your website address. And then at the very end, you want to hit Save. So this is My Matrix, My Information, and then we can move into header and footer and make sure that we have some nice branding set up for when we start emailing our customers. We have a nice branding set up for our report. So we're going to look at the branding that I currently have set up on my screen, and if I wanted to look at other options, you're going to click right here where it says select a different banner image, and it's going to open up all the different options available to us, and you're going to basically scroll through this and find your favorite one, and you're going to select it. Off to the left there's a little box where you guys can place a check mark, and you would select your branding. Once you have selected your branding, you're going to select the preview button down here, and that's going to lead you back into this page where then you can choose what you would like to show on your branding. So for example, if you want a photo, you're going to use photo, and then you're going to upload your photo. If you wish to not use a photo, then you hit no photo, and the branding now does not consist of a photo. So I'm going to go ahead and switch it back to photo. And then if you notice, I have my name, the Miami Association of Realtors, I have my phone number, my email address, and my website. And simply that is set up right here. Name, association, phone number, email address, and website. And this is going to be your branding for your header. If you look down here, you guys can customize the color of your header and the transparency level of your header. And then you also have the opportunity to create a footer. So anytime that I'm printing something and I want a header and a footer, here's where I would create our footer. And again, what's the information you would like to show on your footer? And click on Save to finish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on Save. I didn't really make any changes, but I don't want to. So that's why I'm going to hit Save and make sure that nothing went wrong with my header. Now we have the CMA cover sheet. Anytime you guys do CMAs inside of Matrix, what is the information you would like to show on your CMA cover sheet? For example, I do have my photo in here, then of course my name, the company I'm with, my phone number, email address, and then my website down here. That's the information I am currently showing on my CMA cover sheet. Our email signature is very important, that you create a nice email signature that represents who you are and your contact information. So every time you send emails out to your customers, you have the proper information in your email signature. I have noticed that people tend to copy and paste from an existing email that they have, and that's perfectly fine. So if you have an email signature already created in another email, you can go ahead and copy and you can paste it. Some people also want to upload an image into your email signature, and that's okay as well. Right over here, there's a symbol for you guys to upload an image, and then you can select an image, and right here I have one of my images, and basically hit OK, and I am dropping now an image into my email signature. If that's what you choose to do, then that's fine. You're going to go ahead and hit Save. And now your email signature consists of an image plus your contact information. Now I'm going to go ahead and erase it because I don't really want my picture on this. So we'll go ahead and take care of that. And here we go. That's the way my email signature used to look like. And I'm going to hit Save. And I'm back to normal again. All right. You have your agent webpage, which we cover in Matrix 301, and then your portal profile as well. Now, I like to visit, before we get started with our searching, I like to visit my Matrix settings and go over a few things first. Most importantly, our portal notification settings. Now, our portal is when we invite customers to search and to view the properties that are in their saved searches. That's a customer portal. Now, what notifications would I like to receive every time there's activity in the portal? So what I've done is I've set up, anytime someone visits the portal, I want to be notified via email and also via text message. Same thing goes when someone hits favorite. When they like a property inside of the portal, I want to be notified immediately via email and also via text message. And I have one more down here. You'll notice the add notes. Anytime someone adds a note to one of the properties in the portal, I also want to be notified via email and text message. Now, to set up your text message notification, you're going to have to add your phone number and which company you're with. So, for example, here's my cell number, and I currently am with Verizon Wireless, and that's why I see the Verizon Wireless. You're going to click here to edit or add your cellular phone information. I believe they're going to send you a quick notification to your phone with a numeric value that you're going to enter and confirm your phone. After you set this up, you're going to hit Save, and now we set up our portal notification settings inside of Matrix. All right. So let's go back home and let's go ahead and get started with our searching. So you'll notice right up here we have a bar. We call that a speed bar, and here this allows us to enter any MLS number that we'd like to locate the property or the address of the property and find that particular property. So if I already know the MLS number, I can come here and I can enter the MLS number and then hit enter, and this is going to bring up the listing that is currently active or even closed and expired. It brings up any kind of status on this listing. And if I wanted to do an address, basically come here and then do 700, and here I'm going to put in an address of a property. Okay, and I will find the listing as well. What we notice a lot of members having issues is when entering an address that ends in avenue or street or boulevard. What we recommend is that you do not place the word avenue or street or even the abbreviation. So for example, if the property is located at 400 Southwest 4th Street, what I recommend that you do is you put in 400 Southwest 4, and that's going to give you all of the results you were looking for. So don't put in 400 Southwest 4th Street. Just leave the street out, and you are going to find your results. Now, to do a more conventional search where we want to search for properties, of course, we're going to go ahead and click on search and click on RE1, RE2 to get started. Now, looking over here, this is our criteria page. What I like to do is go over each field and then also show you how to add additional fields down below before we actually search for properties. So starting with the upper left corner, this is where your status is. And of course, you're going to select active if you're looking for properties that are currently on the market. You also have active with contract, which is actually a new field that it's like backup, but now we change it to active with contract. And then you have canceled, closed sale, pending, rented, temporary off the market, withdrawn, or expired. And then you also have the calendar where you can set your search to a particular date range if you'd like. If you're searching for a single family home, you're going to select single family for property type and single for type of property, so we exclude the mobile home. If you're looking for a condo or a townhome, you're going to select condo right here, and then you're going to come down here and hit condo, so we are excluding everything else. If you're looking for a townhouse, then you would select townhouse. If you're looking for both townhouse or villa, then you're going to go ahead and select both townhouse or villa, and this is going to give you both options. So those of you on a Windows machine, to select multiple, you're going to hit Control and then take your mouse and select both. Or if you're using an Apple or a Mac computer, you're going to go ahead and hit Command and select both as well. I'm going to switch back to single family home and single to proceed with our search. Now looking over here, you have the option for waterfront, yes or no, and if you leave it blank, it's going to be either. Same thing with a pool, yes or no. If you leave it blank, it's going to be either as well. Let's go ahead and search for a house with a pool. For condos, we have a field here called RE2 pool. So if you're looking for a building or a complex where there is a pool, then you would select this option right here. For waterfront description, in case you did put in waterfront, you can ask what kind of waterfront you're looking for. So if you're looking for a house on the ocean, then you're going to go ahead and put ocean front. Or if you're looking on a lakefront or on the intercoastal, just please let us know what you're looking for. And then you have your style and amenities. Amenities is for RE2. For condo or townhome communities, what are the amenities you're mostly interested in? So if you scroll up to the top, you have map searching, which we'll discuss a little later in Matrix 201. You also have the ability to do a radius search around a particular location, up to 25 miles of a particular address that you would be putting in here. If you're looking for a particular address or a condo building, you can enter the address right here with the street direction and the street name. And then you can enter up to 10 different addresses simply by hitting more, and you will gain an additional field to enter more addresses. Again, that would be a maximum of 10 different addresses simply by hitting more. You can search by area. So for example, if you like to search by area 41, you're going to type in 41. And then if you want to search for another area, you simply place a comma and then put in 40. And now you're looking at different areas. If you want to see a list of all the areas, you will click right here in this little magnifying glass, and it's going to open up a list of all the areas. Municipal codes, township range, zip code. So if you want to search by zip code, we're going to go ahead and put in 33134, and that would be one zip code there in Coral Gables. If I wanted to do more than one zip code, then we put in 331 excuse me, 46, and then we have multiple zip codes. Now, we have section, we have folio number, we have parcel number, we have subdivision number, and also subdivision name. So if you're looking for a property in a particular subdivision, if you know the name of the subdivision, you're going to place it here. For condos, you're going to use the complex name. And what I recommend that if you're looking for a particular condo, you're going to use the asterisk. So for example, if I switch off to condo and I go condo right here and I'm looking for a building with the name icon, this is what's going to happen if you don't put an asterisk. So if I come here and I put an icon, what we have is 0 matches. Let me get rid of the pool here. No pool. All right. So what we have is 12 matches, and it's impossible for us to have only 12 listings at an icon building here in South Florida. So what we want to do is we want to put in an asterisk at the beginning and one at the end of the word icon, and what you're going to get is contains. The asterisk is a wild card that says contains the word icon, and now we have 246 matches. So if you're looking for the icon in South Beach, then if you know the zip code, you put in the zip code, and now we're looking at the icon in South Beach with 30 matches. If you're looking at the icon in Midtown, then you put in the zip code for Midtown, and then you're going to get 45 matches. And again, the icon in Brickell or any other zip code where there is an icon, you can use it in that format as well. Let's go ahead and get rid of that, get rid of this, and then switch back to single family home and with a pool. All right, so that's how you use the subdivision name and also the subdivision or the complex name for condos. Now, if you're looking for a particular city, you're going to come here and say Doral, and we have 97 listings with a pool in the city of Doral, and then you can also do multiple cities as well by hitting the control or command button and selecting the other cities. Let's stay there in Doral and let's go up to the corner, upper right corner, and look at pricing. So if we want to put in a range, you're going to do 400, and it is already in thousands, so simply put in a hyphen, 500, and in Doral, between 400,000 and 500,000, there are currently 3 properties with a pool. Now, if you want to put in a max of 900, then you would do 900,000 minus, and that would be a max of 900,000, leaving you with 47 matches. And of course, if you want to put in a minimum, then it would be 900 plus, and that's going to get you everything over 900,000 in Doral, leaving you with 50 results. So let's go ahead and put in a little range here, say 500,000 to 750. And we have 70 matches, which is perfect. Same thing goes with bedrooms and bathrooms. If you want to look for bedrooms that are equal to 4, then you select 4. If you want to look for bedrooms that are 4 or more, then you got 4 plus, and that leaves you with 4 or more. Same thing will go with the bathrooms and the garage spaces and the square feet living area. You have year built and property square feet, which is your lot. So if you're looking for a 7,500 square foot lot or larger, then you would do 7,500 plus, and that leaves me with 2 matches in Doral. So we're going to go ahead and erase that, and we're going to get back to 15 matches. Now, looking under the additional fields, if you look at my screen, I have several options that I have added to my additional fields, and we're simply going to add these options by coming over here, hitting Add Remove right next to additional fields, and then on the left, you're going to find the fields that you want to add, and you're simply going to highlight and you're going to click on Add. Now, you don't have to search the entire list. If you already know what you want to add, you're going to come here and you're going to select REO, and there's REO, and you're going to hit Add, and you would be adding REO to your additional fields. What you're going to do, folks, is that you're going to, I'm going to hit back, so take me back over here. You're going to add all the different search options that are not in the permanent criteria. you're going to add it under additional fields, and it will stay there permanent until you delete it. So, for example, I have terms considered. This is where we get to say, all right, I'm looking for an FHA property, or I'm looking for a cash-only property, or a conventional loan property. I have in here design description. This allows me to identify 1 or 2-story homes or split-level homes. You also have REO for foreclosure, short sales, lender approval. We have HOPA, which is the Housing Older Persons Act. These are your 55 and over community homes. So verified would be HOPA verified. That means these are indeed 55 and over communities, or no HOPA to not search in a HOPA community. And the rest of the additional fields you see on mine, these are fields that I currently use in my searches and in my class. So feel free to add as much or as many fields as you wish, and they will stay permanent inside of your search. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right there. I have 15 matches using the criteria that I've entered, and we're going to click on results. So right here we're looking at what's called the agent single line. This is our default display that Matrix gives us, and it works like an Excel sheet or as a grid. So we have columns and rows, starting with the first column, which is the MLS number, and then you have the status and the area and the address and the subdivision or complex name, followed by the list price, and then also a sold price. You also have bedrooms, bathrooms, square feet, type of property, year built, garages, pool, waterfront design, and at the very end, lot size. So if you want to see a particular property, we're going to click on the MLS number, and that's going to open up the property that we clicked on, and this is your full view. At any time, if you wish to go back to your agent single line display, look for it. It's right up here. It's a blue link that says agent single line display. Now it'll get us to our results. Now you can always sort your results by price. So for example, I am now sorting from low to high. If you wish to reverse that, you're going to click on LP, and that's going to go from high to low. You can also sort by bedrooms or bathrooms or square footage if you'd like. Let's go ahead and open up that very first listing now that you see here for $750,000. Now, if you want to open up the pictures, you click on the pictures, and this is going to open up the property, allowing you to see the pictures of the home. You're going to close that out. And then what we have up here is that we have a lineup of tools and services that we will discuss shortly. This is the full view, of course. The full view shows you everything that you're supposed to see, including the agent information who's listing the property, their contact information, and the compensation due to the buying agent. Now, if you come up here and you want to know who the owner of the property is, there's a little IMAP or Realist logo right here, starting with the dollar symbol, which is Realist, and that's going to open up the public tax record, telling you that these are the owners of the property. And it'll tell you things like how much was taxes last year. And if you scroll down a little further, it'll tell you the market sale history. So for example, this property was last purchased in 2013 for $675,000. And then you have some mortgage histories as well. So this is Realist. And IMAP right here, the little I will open up exactly the same information, just in a different program. So we'll wait for it and show you exactly the information that we just saw in Realist for Augustine, and there it is. All right, with the 2013 purchase and the mortgage that was taken out on that property. Both programs allow you to do comparables. Both programs allow you to do public records and foreclosure searches. So we invite you to take a Realist or IMAP class to learn more. I'm going to close this out. And this next symbol we have over here, Form Simplicity. If you wish to start writing a contract on this property, you click on Form Simplicity and we start writing a contract. And then dot loop is all the way to the right corner. So if you guys don't use Form Simplicity but you use dot loop, then you can use dot loop right here and it starts a transaction right away. Some of the other important symbols that you'll see here, if you were looking at a condo, you do have My Condo Plans, which shows you floor plans and other condo information available to you through our program, My Condo Plans. This little symbol right here is showing time. So if you wish to schedule a showing online, you're going to look for the showing time symbol, and you're going to select showing time. And if the property is available for showings online, then you will get this screen allowing you to set a single showing, schedule a single showing, or add to your showing card if you're going to do multiple showings in one day. Now, if the property opens in showing time, but it says property is not available, then that simply means the agent has not activated showing time for that particular property. In this little yellow triangle right here, we use this for reporting data errors. So anytime you guys find a mistake on the Matrix MLS listing, please help us by reporting this. If you click on the little yellow triangle, what you're going to see is a system where it asks you what is the listing error, and then also what is the suggested correction. So please help us clean out our MLS and keep it working in perfect order by reporting all errors, and you will get a report back that it has been fixed, and of course you will remain anonymous. This little colorful icon right here is one of our members' favorite programs. This is RPR, of course, Realtors Property Resource. It is a benefit of your National Association of Realtors, and we also have online classes and classes live here at the association for RPR. This lets you do all kinds of reports for the program, including a very dynamic CMA report for your sellers. Now, we're going to go ahead and open up the property history and show you right here, property history. And this gets us the history on the property. When was it listed? So for example, this property was listed on October 24th, and there is no previous history or there's no previous immediate history for the property. And then you'll notice the previous history was back in 2013. We're going to move back to listings right over here. And if you wish to email this property, all the way at the bottom, you do have an email, and you also have a print. So let's go ahead and run through the email real quick by clicking on email. You can email to an email address, or if you have a client that you'd like to email it to, simply start typing the name of the client, and then you're going to see the client's name, select it, and here I have my favorite client, Michael Jordan. Now, if you want to do more than one client, of course, you just type in another person, and there you go. You're emailing it to multiple people. If you do not have a contact saved, you're going to click on Create a New Contact, and this allows you to create a name, last name, and an email address, and then hitting Save, and that is how simple it is to create a contact. Now, if you want to copy someone, you're going to copy someone right here. If you want to blind copy yourself, BCC me a copy of this. And then we're going to send it with a subject, an email body, and our email signature is currently in display right here. And then lastly, you're going to click on Send. This is how we send a listing via email to our customers. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to hit Preview to show you exactly how your customer will receive this listing. So when I click on Preview, it's going to give us a customer view of the listing we just sent over to our customers. So take a look. Here's our header that we would have created inside of our matrix. And then this is a split view, which we have a map on the left and we have the property on the right. Now, the customer wants to see more information on the property. They simply click on the address, and it's going to open up the property with its full details. It allows them to switch from photo to photo, and then it has all customer information of the property here. This excludes all agent information, so no listing agent, no listing office will be seen, and you remain the primary contact information or contact person for this listing that you have emailed to your customer. Now, it is very important that you add your customers to your contact list. This allows you to see whether your contact actually opened the email or if they have not opened the email. If I were to place an email address here and just send it to that email address, Matrix does not alert me or let me know if that email has been opened. So if you want to know, if you want to be more effective, please just simply create the contact. It's simple: name, last name, and email address. All right, let's go ahead and click on cancel. And then if I want to print, you simply hit print right here. And printing is not only printing, you can actually click on print and you can email PDF files. So say I want the client full version with the listing and the photos. We're going to come here, we're going to say print without header or with a header. I want header and footer. And then you're going to come here and you're going to hit email PDF. This allows us to send an email of the PDF, or select print to PDF and show you exactly what this report looks like in a PDF format. Here's my header. Here's the full details for the client. And then down here are the photos. All right. Now the photos come in the same format the agent has uploaded the photos. So if all the photos are mixed matched, vertical and horizontal, that's exactly how they show. So we cannot control that, and we cannot choose what photos we would like to include in this report. Now you do have the option for a client 8 photo, which is a flyer that only has 8 photos. So let's go ahead and show you that one. And this is the client 8 photo. Okay. And there are other options in here that you guys are going to select, and we would like for you to kind of, get to know these reports, because these are the reports that you'll be sending to your customers. I'm going to hit back to results. And here we are again looking at the full view. Now, if I want to go back to the agent single line, as I mentioned before, you click here and you go back to the agent single line. Now, let's say you want to select multiple properties. Let's go ahead and select the first 5 properties, or property number 2 through 6. And I want to eliminate all the others. You're simply going to click on refine, which is down here. And you're going to look for the word narrow, and this is going to narrow the results to the 5 that you chose. Now, if what you wanted to do is delete, we're going to go ahead and go back over here to original results, and that takes us back to our original results. If we wanted to delete these 5, instead of hitting narrow, you're going to hit discard, and discard is going to eliminate the 5 results we chose and leave us with 10 results. If you select undiscard, that's going to get us back to where we were. Now, let's go ahead and select the 5, and we're going to hit narrow. And if we want to email or print, you're simply going to go back to actions, hit email, and you'll notice that we are emailing 5 listings. Or if we were printing, we would be printing also 5 listings. A report that's really popular amongst our members when sending to our client when you're selecting multiple listings is the client multi-row. Please notice there's also an agent multi-row, so let's not send the agent multi-row to our clients. So here we have the client multi-row, and when you select preview, this is what the multi-row report looks like. It's an excellent report with a preview of each property and photo. Now, the agent multi-row, which would be for us, also includes the same information plus who the agent, their phone number, what office they work with, and their email address. So make sure that we do not make the mistake of sending the agent multi-row. Another report down here that's pretty popular is the 3-up comparison. This allows us to compare the properties side by side. We're going to go ahead and click on print to PDF to show you. And this is going to bring every property and place it in a flyer side by side, which we can compare. Now, if you want to combine that report, the 3-up comparison, with an actual CMA report, you're going to look for the CMA one-line summary report and select both. And this is actually going to get you a quick comparative analysis of the properties we chose. And this time, we're just looking at active listings. Therefore, we don't have any sold information. But what we have here is your list prices with an average, and then your side-by-sides. Let's close that. And that's pretty much as far as we go here is choosing your printing or your emailing of the PDF files. Again, we advise you to go in and figure out which are your favorite reports that you'll be using throughout Matrix. Now let's go back to results. And what I like to do now is I like to show you how to add these properties. Let's say these 5 properties are some of your favorite properties, and you want to add them to your cart. Right over here we have carts, and then you're going to select add to cart. What this means is that you want to follow these properties. You want to bookmark these properties. So when you hit add to cart, it now says all 5 properties have been added to my cart. Now, if you want to find where your cart is, you go home and you'll see somewhere in your home your cross-property cart, which is right here. And these are all the properties that I am currently following in my cart. To remove some of the properties from your cart, you're simply going to select a property like this and then go down here, hit cart, and then it says remove, checked, and that's going to remove the properties from the cart. All right. To get back to the search that I was currently doing, it's simple. You look for the recent searches up here on the upper right corner and go look for recent searches, and you'll find the recent search here with a history of 7 days. Should be showing up here shortly, and it's not right now. We apologize. I don't know what's going on, but the recent searches should show up there, letting you see the past 7 days of activity on your searches. So we're going to start a condo search real quick and show you how to look for different condos before we go into additional searches. So here we have condo, and say we wanted to look up a condo at the 500 Brickell Avenue. You're going to go 500, and then you're going to put in Brickell. And what we have is 29 matches. And say we wanted to do another address. Then we come here and we do say 55, and then you go southeast, and then you go 6. Now it is 55 Southeast 6th Street. However, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put in street. I'm going to just leave it at 6. And say we're looking for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and say between 400 and 450, and we are left with 16 matches. So that's how you would look for condos in multiple buildings. Of course, there's additional information down here that you may want to add. So for instance, if your customer is interested in buying a condo where pets are allowed, you're going to select yes for pets, and that's going to leave us with 12 matches. Okay, so that's how you look for condos. Another way that you guys can look for condos, of course, will be with your complex, which we covered a little earlier today. And something pretty interesting that I like to do is if I've got a client looking for a condo on Collins Avenue in Miami Beach, you're simply going to come to street name, and then between asterisks, you're going to put in Collins. All right, and that guarantees you to be on Collins Avenue with 2,585 results. Now, if I want to be on Collins Avenue Waterfront, you're going to select Waterfront. And this simply means that the building is on the water, not necessarily that your view is of the water. Now, we've got Collins Avenue and we've got Waterfront. What if we want a water view? Then, of course, there is another option down here in the additional fields that you want to add called Unit View. So look at mine right here, Unit View. And if I want Direct Ocean View, then you're going to select Ocean View or Direct Ocean View. And those are options that we will add, and see that there are 1,905 condos on Collins Avenue with Ocean View. Now, if we want Collins Avenue, but we want a particular zip code, then you put in 33141, for example, and now I'm minimizing it to 176. And if I want, say, less than 250,000, let's see if we got anything here. We have 5 matches. There you go. All right. So that's how I'm going to start doing my searches for condos on Collins Avenue. So, hopefully you guys learn how to use the address field to actually get that done. Let's go ahead and start searching for residential income. Residential income, of course, is going to be your duplex, triplex, and fourplex. So if you're looking for a fourplex in Miami-Dade County, you simply select fourplex, Miami-Dade County, and then say between the price of 400,000 and 600,000, and what we have are 14 fourplexes in Miami-Dade County in that price range. When we open them up, you will see fourplexes, and then you'll see what their income is. Some of them at least will have income. There you go, which each unit brings in as far as the gross income is concerned. All right, let's go back to search and let's run a residential land. Residential land is, of course, your vacant lots, and what we have on to the right is your lot square footage. So if you're looking for a land of at least 1 acre, an acre equals to 43,560 square feet. So what I normally do is I go 40,000 plus. So I have at least 1 acre. There are currently 709 residential lots. Let's go Miami-Dade County, and that's now 150. And let's say we want a waterfront residential lot of at least 1 acre, and we're left with 27. And when we hit results, we have our 27 lots that are currently waterfront of at least 1 acre. Going back to search, residential rental. This, of course, is when we're looking for properties to rent. Again, you have the type of property right here. So if you're looking for a single family home, you will select single family home. And the price is not in thousands anymore. So basically type out your price. So if you're looking to rent a house between $2,500 and $3,000, you've got now 704 matches, and then again in Miami-Dade County in zip code 33145, and we were left with 6 matches. All right, so if we do another rental search and what you wanted to do was rent a condo, then you go condos and say I want to find a condo in the zip code in Brickell 33131, and I want to see what's for rent in Brickell for less than 1,700. Then you go 1,700 minus, and there are 29 matches in Brickell that are currently active for less than $1,700. So that would be your residential rental. Your commercial would be commercial land, and then again you're going to use the lot square feet to look for commercial lands by size. You also have commercial. Commercial searches are basically part of our commercial MLS course that we have here at the association. But what you're going to do is you're going to select whether you're looking to lease a commercial property or purchase a commercial property. And then down here, you have the property types like apartment buildings, automotive, which includes body shops and garages and gas stations. You also have things like churches and convenience stores. You have freestanding buildings. You have hotels. You also have warehouses, medical offices, and office space. All of your criteria for a commercial search is in here for property type. Simply select your property type and then put in the remaining part of the criteria to get your search going. Now, the cross-property search, which is this one right here, allows us to mix and match our property types. So, for example, before we had to look for RE1 and RE1 only. Now we have RE1, and let's say we wanted to do RE1, which is a single-family home, or a residential income. Now we could combine our search and do multiple property types by conducting a cross-property search. All right, so simply do this and then put in a price range between $350,000 and $500,000 in Miami-Dade County, and I have 1,867. And say I want the city of Hialeah, Then we're going to put in Hialeah, and we're left with 192. And then we continue working on this search until we get it down to a more manageable search results. All right, let's go ahead and click on Home. And that's basically how we search inside of Matrix and how we use our criteria fields to get our searches done. What I like to do right now is show you exactly how to save a search. So we're going to come up here to search, and I'm going to conduct a real quick search for single family homes in Miami-Dade County in zip code 33133 that are waterfront and with a swimming pool. All right, so what we have here is 21 matches, and we're going to hit results. So if you want to save this search for yourself, you're simply going to come down here and you're going to look for the save option. Now, when you hit save, you get several options. One option is the new save search, which allows us to save the search for ourselves. And then the second option is the new auto email. This allows us to save the search, but also include the automatic emails that get sent to your customers via email each and every time that there is a property on the market in that criteria. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on New Save Search, and then we're going to call this 33133 Waterfront Homes with Pool. All right, and then assign it to a contact if you wish or not, and then enable as a favorite search on your home page. Notice you do have a maximum number of 10 results that you can have on your home page. So be very picky on which ones you like to have as a favorite, and then click on Save. Once you save your search, you're going to look up on your home page that I do have a favorite search section here, and you'll notice the search that I just saved, 33133 Waterfront Homes with Pool, is now one of my favorite searches. And if I click here, it takes you right back to my 21 results. Now, another place that you can find your saved searches, of course, will be My Matrix, Save Searches, and then right here you'll notice in this huge list, 33133 Waterfront Homes with Pool. So this is where the search is also located. Now, if you want to open a search from here, you're going to click here and you have results. You also have the criteria and the settings, and then you have the ability to delete the search as well. What I like about the favorite searches is that right over here on the right-hand side of favorite searches, you have Update All. What Update All is going to do is that it's going to go ahead and give you a count of all the new listings that have come onto the MLS since the last time you hit update. So currently for 33133, which is a safe search that I just did, there's no new activity. But for 500 Brickell, which is a building that I have as a safe search, since the last time I did this, there have been 26 new listings that has hit the market. Same thing for Coral Gables Pinecrest with 21. And all the other searches with numbers you see here are all the new listings that has hit the market since the last time I updated this search. So this is a very interesting feature that allows us to go in and click. Now, if we wanted to kind of set this search up for a customer, you're going to hit Save Search again, but what you're going to do is you're going to do New Auto Email. New Auto Email is going to allow you to select a contact and then give it a name, and then come down here and how often would you like for these emails to be sent? So you have as soon as possible. Emails will be sent right away as soon as the listing hits the MLS, or you have daily, which allows us to go and choose which day of the week you'd like to send it, and this is going to send the email once a day on that day of the week. Or you have one last option, which is monthly. Now, most people use as soon as possible. You want to make sure you alert your customers right away when listings hit the market. You also have the ability to add this to your favorite searches. Again, there's a max number of 10. So if it does not allow you, like it's not allowing me right now, that's because I've already reached my max of 10 favorite searches. There is an option up here called Concierge. Now, if you notice, I did not select a customer. I actually selected myself. So I cannot BCC myself. I cannot blind copy myself because I'm already sending it to myself. And then also I cannot use the concierge. Now, if I choose another person as the customer, then down here, what we do have is the ability to hit concierge mode. A concierge mode is different from the as soon as possible. Concierge mode will alert me that there is a new listing for your customer, and it requires me to approve or reject the listing before we actually send it to the customer. So when we click on save and go to approvals, then it's going to ask me, would you like to approve all 21? At this time, approve all 21 or reject. It's going to, send now via email to the customer all 21 listings that have been approved. Now, the next time a new listing hits the market, we're going to get an alert up here called the concierge alert, and also via email letting us know that a new listing has hit the market for your customer, and you guys are forced to go in and make sure you either approve this listing or reject this listing. Now, taking a look up here, my matrix auto email, we're going to find that the search that I just created called 33133 is currently active for Yamile Nunez. And then off to the right-hand corner, you have portal visits currently sitting at 0 because the customer has not opened this the search. So what we're going to do is we're going to select it, and we're going to show you that when you open the search, you also have settings to change the settings on this. You have criteria to change the criteria of the search. You have results. You also have open in portal. Open in portal allows us to preview exactly how we send this search over to your customers. So when you click on open in portal, this is what we have. We have all 21 listings in the portal that is for Yamilet Nunez. And then over here you have the results plus the map as well. Okay, we're going to go ahead and come back over here. And if we wanted to disable this search, you simply select it and hit disable. If you want to delete the search, you will hit delete. There is a difference. Disable will not delete the search. Disable will basically just place a red marking on it, and that means that it is a current disabled search, which also allows us to enable it anytime we wish by opening and hitting settings and then enabling it as well. So if a customer is going to go on vacation, or you simply want to stop all the emails temporarily, I recommend that you disable your search. Now, if the search is you're completely finished working with the client, then you're going to select and you're going to hit delete so you can wipe out the entire search. All right, folks, this is going to conclude now Matrix 101, which is your beginner session. Remember that we are recording this session and we are going to be placing it inside of our YouTube pages. You can find us on YouTube at Miami Trainers. Just simply search for Miami Trainers, find our page, subscribe, and follow our videos, or look for our videos later today on our Facebook pages. Stay tuned for Matrix 201, which is coming up shortly at 11 o'clock this morning. This has been a presentation of Matrix 101. I will answer all of your questions via chat message right after this session is complete. Thank you for attending our webinar, and have a great day.